today's series. So sorry for that little bit of silence there, guys. I was just trying to sort out something a player messaged me with and pass them on to an admin before we got going. So, with that said and that done, and everything looking to be wrapped up, apart from, well, all the intro stuff looking to be wrapped up, we should be able to focus on some games. And again, stacked bracket today. The winner of this matchup will play Solar in the next round, which can be a pretty cool match to go into. Obviously, we'll try and maybe keep a lookout for those innovation matches. I mean, I know there's a whole bunch of sorry, god damn it. I know there's a whole bunch of, hold on, where's my chat? There's a whole bunch of great players here today that everyone is going to be wanting to see, but I know the favorites, I know who you guys want to see. We'll do our best to bring you guys snoot games, innovation games, beyond games, but when there's so many different games going on at the same time, it is very difficult to obviously see all of them. So we'll do our best to kind of bring you guys whatever's best. Again, it might mean maybe it's best to go into the winner of this against Solar afterwards. Maybe another match starts at the same time. Obviously, we've got to look at things such as keeping the action going as well. You know, not having to stop and start so much and looking for games, and you know, maybe waiting for a while as certain games begin, and you know, don't wait too long for games, etc. So we'll figure it out as it goes. There are multiple streams. We've got Pommy on the Russian stream here today. We've got Crank on the Korean stream. So multiple streams to keep you all entertained, so you can try and catch as many matches as possible. And with that said, let's jump into this PvT. To the bottom left-hand side of the map, the blue Terran player is going to be Ryung. And he is going to be playing against, from 1F Pro, the green Protoss player to the top right-hand side of the map. It is JackO. And do let me know what's up, guys. Let me know what's going on, what's happening. Let me know if you're feeling good today, if you're feeling alive, if you've been having a fun weekend. Did anyone do anything exciting? I had a pretty cool weekend myself. For the first time since probably before Christmas. For Christmas I kind of took the weekend off, obviously, a few days off. So probably since Christmas I had my first kind of days off in forever. And I really needed it. Like last week after IEM qualifiers, I was just dead. I was trying to fix my sleeping schedule, and we just cast so much. My mind every time I went live just wasn't in the right place. So I decided to take a couple of days off and just go hang out with some friends and just go enjoy the world and all of that stuff. So took a couple of days off. It definitely helped. And well, we're back today. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be here tomorrow or Wednesday due to personal reasons. But after tomorrow and Wednesday, we'll be back on Thursday, and we'll be back Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, all day, every day again. Well, maybe not all day, but we'll be hopefully back more or less every single day once more after Thursday. So again, it's just kind of a few kind of off days for me on the channel. Just needed a break this last couple of days, and again, personal stuff the next couple of days, which is going to keep me away. But again, we'll do our best to keep you guys with a lot of StarCraft 2 action, as much of it as we can bring. And again, for the most part, it will be we'll still have a pretty decent amount of streaming. It's just Tuesday and Wednesday we won't have anything. But again, we'll come back with Team League. There'll be some other bits and pieces, I'm sure. I think Leifeng Cup and SGL Cup will return this month, but not sure if it's going to be like late February or early February, like next week potentially. So we're still waiting on information from that, and as we get that information, we'll be releasing it to you guys as well to keep you up to date with everything going on in the world. Now, we do see these openings 4 minutes into the game we are now, and well, the Protoss play opened very standard with the Robo into triple gate, followed by the Twilight Council, so a very simple blink-based opening to defend early, get some initial tech out, help him defend against drops a little bit later on. It's obviously not going to help too much against this initial drop, which is going to be a Cyclone and 4 Marines, and also wouldn't mind moving up moving the ramp in towards the main base. So it's going to be a bit of a committed attack here by Ryung. Let's see what damage he can get done. The Wood Mine is only running its way over towards the Naturals. He just sits just out of range of any pylon here to the left-hand side, and well, some probes already starting to go down. There's that Wood Mine that burrowed, picked off 4 kills, so it's not a bad start for this Wood Mine over here, as Stalker's still just dancing around a little bit. We see another overcharge going down, and Marine getting picked off. Again, a couple more probes going to be taking just a little bit more damage. So a couple more probes taking damage here. Stalker's picking off 1 more Marine as well, so the Marine going down. I mean, it gets cleaned up. Honestly, good damage though for Ryung. I mean, this is 9 workers killed, and this Wood Mine is about to go off again, and he's actually going to target fire onto the center of those probes. Only gets 2 more, but still getting 2 more instead of just the single one is still a little bit of a, obviously it's a little bit of a better deal. It's double the damage. So altogether, Ryung has already taken a little bit of a worker lead here. I mean, as you would expect when you have an engagement like this early or in a fight like this early, your harassment goes so well, you're going to be taking a slight lead. And behind all of this, well, the second and third racks did finish up, and he started the 2 important upgrades on those for the bio playstyle, which is the stim pack and the combat shield. So he's got both of those on the way, and he's able to just get those really started here now as the factory comes down, Reactor finishes building on it, and a Forge and a Rubber Bay coming up from JackO as well. So just seeing him going towards all of these different structures, I mean, just setting up in towards his mid game basically. So setting that up, and that's about it. So JackO again will be playing from a little bit behind. He's actually going to not be able to pick off this medevac in the end. It did kind of come up to this dead airspace, and obviously found a good opportunity to escape through this right hand side of the map. So getting the medevac out of here alive is obviously a great positive. The Cyclone as well, while not necessarily transitioning as well in towards the mid game, it's still an extra little unit, and it can actually be quite nice to leave at home for defense perhaps, you know, where you're going to have kind of smaller kind of fights due to just small warpins or something. That's when the Cyclone can really excel generally. So just leaving it in the main base, maybe leave it on a map. I mean, it's kind of hard to leave on the map here because there isn't any watchtower for it to hold necessarily. So it's probably just best at home, but I mean, it's still nice to keep it alive, and nice to keep the medevac alive especially, because now with a third medevac, obviously this push just becomes so much more powerful, and it just means your medevac count is just getting higher and higher from such an early stage in the game. And that means that you don't have to worry as much about continuing to build medevacs when perhaps you actually need to start building up Vikings to deal with the Colossi, or maybe you want to get up into Liberators to play against just general mid-game Protoss armies. So we're going to be seeing these Marines and Marauders. They do push on towards the top right-hand side. I mean, the first Colossus is on the way up, about to finish. We see the 1-1 upgrades about halfway done as well. So setting up into all of this. Is it going to be enough, though? As actually Ryung just sims straight up this ramp. The force field misses, and that's going to be a very dead Colossus here in just a second. There go a couple of sentries and stalkers as well. And that right there will just be GG. Ryung picks up game number 1 of this best of 3.